testing.
Oh yeah. Welcome to the DJ. Let's get this started. Let's get this started. Oh yeah. On the DJ show. Let's get this started. Let's get this started. Oh yeah. On the DJ show.
What it do, baby? It's hump day. I mean, I ain't on hump day.
It's
It's
TGI
Friday.
Ha
Friday.
ha.
People hump on Fridays.
Go kid. No draw day.
Oh,
Commando.
I
Yeah, no
forgot.
underwear day on Friday.
I put mine on.
I did too.
Oh, I forgot.
Hey, but first I want to do is give honor to God, man, for giving me this blessing, man, bringing my family together, my friends, man, helping us with this show. God, keep your hand on this. You know what I'm saying? Help us keep growing so we can really give somebody something to laugh at, plus information and all that. I also want to thank Brother JoJo. I don't know if I missed a prayer yesterday, but, man, I want to make up for I missed the prayer. I think that's what Sweet said. Forgot to say the prayer. So, God, you know how I am. I'm all over the place, but you know I'm his son, so I got to explain to y'all. I talk to him. So thank you, God, for giving me this blessing and everything. And, hey, it's Friday. And, hey, I hope everybody out there have a good Friday, good weekend, good year. Let's get it started, y'all.
Yeah.
What up, Lady J?
What's up? Good morning to everyone out there.
What up, JD?
Good morning.
I can't hear you. You got your mic on?
I got my mic on. Good morning. It's breakfast. Good morning. That's all.
What's up, Sweet?
Good morning, everyone.
She trying not to laugh, but I don't plan on letting nobody not laugh.
Oh, they come
Good
on Friday. We
morning.
turned
Good
off, right?
morning. Good morning.
Follow me.
I ain't got the phone. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back, y'all. Y'all keep talking.
He said keep talking like we was already talking.
Oh,
Anyway,
what we talking about?
So today's topic is Friday Fun Day. So if anybody had anything they wanted to discuss, what we talked about, I guess prior this week, or
Yeah,
maybe
because
some
we had
other
good
time,
topics
just-
all week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Good
you know.
topics.
Well, before we get started, we can go ahead and say we need donations, everybody. I'm wearing the shirt. Make it do, baby. I could get up, but it's a whole lot of everything giving away. But
Yeah.
at the end of the show, I'll go ahead and stand up and let you see the shirt. I think the shirts cost about $10.
Yeah, I think
If
so.
you donate $20.
20.
Okay,
How much?
20.
20.
$20.
20 bones.
a shirt. So please do donate so you can actually put your order in for your shirt.
And you can look good like us.
And we can start taking trips. We already have our shirts.
Then Tom Jordan them would be mad at us. They were like, "Why y'all take a cruise every year and everybody got the same T-shirt on?" Shut up. We got this.
Hey,
I
we
them
want
trips
our
be
people
nice,
to look
though.
alike.
Yeah, they said they
I said
nice
them
trip.
trips be nice. They be having was it once a year they had it?
They would do it every year.
Yeah, it's like a cruise.
Different artists and
Yeah.
yeah.
They had a lot of people on there.
And it got the number on the shirt.
Yep.
So got Make It Do Baby Radio.
Yeah, we need
With the phone
donations. A lot of them.
So please do donate. Don't
Whatever you can.
Off in your pocket.
Well,
Good morning, HR.
Good morning, HR.
HR and HR JR. We got a junior HR filling in today. MC Sweets.
y'all see I came in like the past.
I was trying. I was doing devotion while you walking in. You know, the preacher walk in while there's something going on in church.
Let everybody do the same. Y'all
He walk
ready?
in from the
Yeah.
back with
Hey, we're going to need Lady J to sing the first number.
What we gonna sing?
The upper room.
Why she gotta sing?
JD, don't star JD.
Huh?
JD, don't you star JD.
I sing because you sing off key, babe.
JD gotta say, ooh.
When you be sharp,
That's
you be
all right.
sharp, and I ain't talking about that little pantsuit you be wearing either. Okay.
Don't worry
Don't
about
y'all
it.
start this shit in my church today, y'all.
I might be an old piece of leather, but I'm well put together.
Need to get back on the morning.
If I have to say one more damn thing in this church today, it's gonna be some trouble in the city.
JD.
Smoking the city. Smoking city.
Well, Sweet's go around, take the collection up real quick.
Take the collection.
$5 and up.
And look, Sweet's back here drinking the bottle.
She drinking up all the damn.
No wonder she
crackers up
quiet.
That's
She
why
quiet.
she said
What you say, Paul?
all the buying crackers.
and it's gone too, all of it.
Ain't that something? How y'all doing today?
Why didn't they, like, when they did communion in church, how come they ain't just bring the jug out, just pour everybody in the glass?
Oh, some
Look,
more.
like you take your, hey, Deacon.
Fill it up. Fill it. No, go a little bit more. A little bit more.
Yeah, right there.
Hey, y'all know it could be real wine. Could be
No.
some
Hey,
of
some
those
churches
church.
do. Some churches
No,
use
it-
real wine though.
Grape
Some churches-
juice.
Hey,
You got
you
the
have all
glass
the wine
under
here
your-
Yeah.
at church on Sundays.
Hey man, I went to a church and they had real wine. I mean, you ain't gonna get drunk. You just getting just a little bit, but they had real
You know
wine.
some of them probably
Man.
get a couple more.
Look, my car get man, I got a whole bunch of sins.
Look, and stumble into the pastor. The pastor be like, "What you doing, Deacon?" He be like, "Man, I'm a Holy Ghost drunk." You be like, "You know what? I told you to stop drinking up all
Holy
of them-
Ghost drunk.
Yeah.
I told you to stop drinking up all the communion wine.
My.
We need that for next first Sunday.
Hey.
Look, it's 5 weeks in this one.
Hey, I lie y'all know. This shit was so funny. I went to one of my partners. Now, my partner invite you to go to church with him.
Yeah.
His brother was up there on the keyboard playing the keyboard, right?
See there.
Drunk as a skunk. In the middle of the song, he just fell off the.
It's like how you fall off of something you sitting
Man, he was
on.
like, dun, 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 dun.
He done slid off. He done lost all his balance and just went with it.
Hey, I was like, out of all days, out of all places, I would get invited to this. That was hilarious. I mean, he was in the middle of the song.
It just fell on off the.
Drunk as skunk.
I got you one better than that.
What's that?
This man wasn't even drunk. He up there preaching. Okay?
Yeah.
And at the end, you know how they be hooping or whatever at the end of the sermon? So he was like, wow, and did this right here. And I guess he didn't see where the drop off was of the pulpit. And they got them, you know how they got them chairs in the aisle?
Yeah.
Where they had all them fold up chairs over there on the side door where the trustees said that man have fell out the pulpit, knocked all the chairs over. And the other preacher gonna get up like, yeah, amen for pastor. No, pastor, you never know which way he gonna go, man. I'm like, man, is he all right? But
Hey.
he ain't break his neck.
Hey, do you laugh at that?
That was my cousin. So yeah.
Man, I'm gonna bust myself. I don't care if he was my cousin.
No, I
If I done seen that, that's when you see me raise my little hand up. Cause I'm finna dismiss myself.
Hey, man.
Cause this was funny.
Man, my grandma was like, y'all see y'all cousins be acting fool in the pulpit. Man. My dad was like, mama, no. She was like, God, you don't take all that. He did follow. I mean, he knocked a bunch of chairs over.
somebody sang at one of my family members' funeral.
What happened?
Oh, okay.
You can't-
I can't bring everything up.
Okay.
Cause everything funny to me.
Yeah.
Usually, when I get caught with something, I'm probably high. So that makes it even funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I be just like, they wouldn't catch me sober on this, cause this is hilarious.
I had to get up and walk out.
Ooh, I'm getting it. I'm giving it to him.
Hey, you ever get half tickled at a funeral? And it's like when it's real quiet and something happened, it's like,
Well, I went
saw
to
it.
a front one. You know how you go to the grave and all that stuff. Older lady, she wasn't old, but she was, up in age. They were digging other graves. She run her damn mouth talking on that damn phone
It fell in.
and backed her ass up and fell over that grave.
hey, but you know what? That's fun. It sounds funny, but I've heard there's a little, I guess, a little wise tale about that if you fall in the grave, that means you gonna be the next one to die.
Well,
Well,
her ass fell over in there.
Why you walking around? All
I helped out, but I was laughing so hard. My shoe mad at me. I was grabbed the ham, laughing so hard. My shoe all dusted.
Why you walking around a cemetery all willy nilly? You supposed to be somewhere standing.
Why
still
you weren't
being
with the
solid.
other people?
Talking on phone. She
Why
talking
you
on phone.
You supposed to be. You can do that at the repass.
I was watching her too. I was like, she don't use this. I was finna say something.
What the dudes that was digging the holes at?
What were they at?
They was standing over there. They were
Nah,
digging
they
some
probably-
more holes.
Yeah, they probably just got no.
Yeah, they know how many. I worked at a cemetery.
Yeah.
And you know, you get in the morning, they say, y'all got that
Five-
slot over
y'all
there,
got
slot
five
over there,
holes
slot
to
over
dig
there.
today, yeah.
Y'all got 12 holes to dig.
Oh
dig
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Now you can be smart and you can dig one hole, you can wait till all that stuff, you're gonna work, go in and dig all them holes up.
Yep.
So they sitting somewhere over in the
Anything
cut,
set up.
just smoking cigarettes and stuff,
Right.
waiting on the people cause
Yeah.
now they don't let you stand there and let the body down. You gotta leave.
Yeah, you got to leave before they start putting dirt on.
Yeah.
Somebody like, take me with him. I'm like,
Yeah,
you go
that
down
would
there
cost
too.
a little
Yeah.
We ain't got to pay that extra.
But you know something? I be really want to see that shit.
Man,
I be every funeral I go to, like I said, I probably be high. And I be wanting somebody to give me something.
man.
I be like, man, I hope Auntie fall out or said take me now or try to pull them up out the cask or something. I said, somebody give me something.
But you know what? And I've seen stuff kind of like that at funerals, and it just at that point, you think back on it like, okay. But when it's happening, it's like it's really sad because you know this.
Yeah.
person
They don't
taking
say it to
on.
me.
Don't you remember at Mama funeral
Mhm.
when Pastor Pastor
Yeah.
was doing and talking about the family and all that stuff, and he said something. James got up.
I was like,
James went off on him. He said, "If you got something to say," he said, "you say it directly to me. You ain't got to be, hitting
do
around
that
the bush."
yeah.
He stood up in the funeral and told him that. Sure did. He said,
Uncle
"You
all
talking
time.
about me?"
see, our uncle was like, you know how when you go to church,
Mm-hmm.
you know how the pastor, he'll give you the sermon, then he'll open the doors up to the church,
Mm-hmm.
and then at this point he was just like talking. He really talking like he said. My uncle talking. He was talking to him.
Uh-huh.
He was just like a lot of y'all come to church and don't fell off and stuff like that. And y'all know y'all supposed to be in the church and supposed to be working in the church and stuff like that. Uncle just got listened to it for a little while and just
He
stood
got
up and
tired
was
of
just like, "Hey man, kill this shit." He was just like, "You got something to say to me? You say it to me. I don't
Man.
mean I'm coming to church."
A hit dog holler too, because now
He
they,
was like,
they,
I ain't
they
coming
know
to
who
church.
he was talking about. They know when he stood
And
up.
they wasn't and he wasn't there for Mama either.
Who?
The pastor,
Oh, I know.
he wasn't there. He never did come to the house or nothing. The whole time she was sick.
And she opened up his motherboard at his church.
She was on the motherboard.
She
First
was
person.
Ursha for
The
years.
first person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how it be. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you go to church every Sunday. You give all your tithes and offering. And then you pass away. I think sometimes you still got to pay the pastor to do the ceremony.
And
No?
if you if you belongs to the church,
Okay,
you
they
don't.
do. They gonna do
Yeah,
it.
but if you don't and somebody want to have it there, some pastor, I had to pay for the church that we had James funeral at.
See.
I had to pay for the church.
This how I feel. If at my time I'm gone, you know, I spend all that money, all that stuff on me, cause I'm gone. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Everybody get you something to drink, something to smoke on, laugh,
Yeah,
talk some shit, and move on.
that's what you're
So
supposed
you
to
gonna,
do.
so you gonna be just one sitting up there in the pulpit. They done got you propped up in the
You
pulpit.
ain't got to put me in the church.
They be like, "Where's Joe? We at the funeral.
Did
We
you see
got
the
the
one
body.
on
You ain't gotta put me,
Facebook?
look.
He up there sitting there.
Hold
Well,
on. This how far you can go with that with me. You can see me at the front door of the church on the outside. As the folk coming in.
with a Steelers jersey on or something.
Hell no.
Wait a minute.
I'm just sitting there with cowboy jersey on.
I don't have a
With
cowboy
a
jersey.
stick in my hand.
This dude was in the funeral home, and the way he was dead, but that's the way he wanted his funeral. He was laid back on one of those little chairs, made like a little half a couch.
Mm-hmm.
He had on a white with red trim jogging outfit on.
Yeah.
And had on some red tennis shoes, and he would lean back. They had propped him up. He would lean back with his shades on. They would come around
Know what I'm
viewing his
saying?
body. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. If I go to a funeral and the funeral is they sitting down up there.
yeah.
If I get here and I say, where they at? Where the casket at? Oh, he's sitting up front. And I'm like,
I don't want to see nobody
ain't
sitting
nobody,
up
ain't
like
nobody
that.
sitting up there, but the dude right there, like, yeah, that's him. I'm like, all right, I see y'all at the
They're just like the drive-through funeral.
Hey,
They sitting up in the chair looking at you.
Hey, one quick thing before we go any further.
What?
I had a typo on the Cash App. I left the R off my name. So $ Joe Finger. Put the R on there, y'all.
Oh, you left the R.
I forgot the R.
Oh.
I typed too
Yeah,
fast.
because it'll go to the wrong person. Or
Yeah, then
Yeah.
I had to cut up with them about my goddamn money.
Yeah.
I'm like the preacher. Oh, what my damn money at?
You walk in there with one of them wigs on, it was like, man, whatever he asked for, give it to him.
Oh yeah,
He's obviously trying to rob the joint. You know
that's
what
my
I mean?
angry. That's my angry wig when you
You
see
had
the
a-
one of that like
You know,
that.
before you used to rob banks or whatever in the back of the day, you know, so they put wigs on or something like that. Like, oh, we don't know who that is. They take it off. Like, oh, that's
Or you robbing the bank and somebody call your name, Johnny.
like shit.
Man, shut up,
You
man.
don't wear.
I can't do nothing without somebody call your damn name.
Look, you have a mask on, and they walking around. They be like, "Who is this guy?" You got a James Brown mask on. You take it off. He's like, "Joe Finger." Yeah, I would have got away with it too if it had been for them regular kids.
Or you up in robbing the bank and just so happen your mom up in there and be just and she was just like, Junior,
Yeah,
that ain't your, it better not be you, Junior.
you better put them beans back, mama. You know.
And look, you walk up to mama, give me all your damn money too.
Yeah, right in the pocketbook.
Everything. And my allowance this week too.
Crazy.
Good morning to everyone.
Yeah, good
Miss
morning, everybody.
Miss Morgan.
Real sis,
Alan,
Keisha.
everybody. Go
PK,
back. Yeah.
HR, who all on there? Everybody on there, Miss Morgan, everybody, Sweets, JD.
Yes. Oh, okay. Sweet's on there. Okay.
Yeah, she in two places at one.
Man, that's what I'm talking about.
She working
That's what
hard,
I'm talking
boy.
about.
She working
Bewitched.
hard, ain't it?
Bewitched.
I'm Maleficent.
You gotta do your nose. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? She do,
Yeah.
do a nose like that. Like she had a book in there.
That was Bewitched. I
Bewitched?
said
What you talking
I
about?
am Maleficent.
Oh, you talking about?
I am Maleficent.
Okay.
That's my character.
Wait a minute. Was that her or her mama that was Angelina Jolie? On the.
Angelina Jolie was
Okay.
Maleficent.
I didn't, cause I ain't seen the little pieces. I'm like, okay, this is.
Then she had that little dude with all the time.
Some with the little crow.
Yeah, he was mad sometimes. He was like, "Oh, why gotta be a damn crow today?"
That's what he was at first.
But she
And
made
she
him a
turned him
human.
a human.
Yeah,
But he was mad as hell when she made him a wolf.
yeah. He was like, I ain't feeling this.
That's the nastiest thing you could have ever did was make me a dog.
Yeah.
he was
that
mad.
messed up.
If you come back, what would you come back as an animal?
A
You said
phoenix.
what now?
If you had to come back reincarnate, what would you come back as?
As an animal.
Animal.
That's a hard.
I actually never thought about that shit.
I probably would be a damn dog.
No.
No,
I want
I
that
would
house
be like
dog.
an eagle or something like that. A
I'm
hawk.
gonna be
or-
somewhere in the wild.
Yeah, an eagle or something. Yeah. I can
It
fly
would-
I don't
away.
know.
It would,
I-
it would
I'd
definitely
probably
probably
be
be one, like a bird.
I'm
One
a
of the-
wildcat.
Like animal of the fowl.
An
Jag,
elephant.
A panther.
You know, they say
Elephant
ele-
live a long time.
Yeah, and they say elephant got this one of the best memories and all that stuff.
Yeah, they got good memories.
I was like, okay.
Look how they used to remember to go back on Tarzan to go.
But now wait a minute, and you know you hear that shit talking about the elephants got good memories. Like, how do we know what the
I wanna ride
elephant
an
remember? How do we know what the elephant remember? Like who talking to the elephant? The elephant like, look, I remember back in the day when I first was a little small elephant and just thought, yeah, I, my cousin Dumbo. Like who know? How you know he got a good memory?
I don't know.
No, I'm just saying, like you
I
know,
think-
they say elephants got a good memory. Who
They
sat
do-
down and
they
talked
do
about
say it.
No.
because that's the case. If we
you
based it
asking
off of their
me?
movements, then
Yeah.
any animal.
Well, they
has
say
good
they
memories 'cause
remember.
Birds
They,
fly south every winter.
Yeah.
and they remember how to get there back and forth. So they got
Yeah.
you know
Fish even go back to where they was spawned from.
right. So if
So-
an elephant remembers more than that, you know now we gotta have some conversations. Like
What we gonna do?
And we're
Ask
gonna
the
walk up
elephant.
to the elephant like, so talk
so
to
have
me,
you ever been
man.
in the
What?
circus? Do you remember being in the circus?
So
Did they
the
feed you
elephant gonna
peanuts?
say what?
The elephant gonna be like,
He's just gonna look at you, raise his
You gonna make the noise?
You know how right though. This guy's
look, I saw you look at me. You like you ready? But I'm like, I was just gonna load it up. You know what I'm saying? Then say it. But yeah, like oh yeah, they got good. Like what did they remember? Like what did you forget? And the elephant reminded you of it for them to have. Oh yeah, elephant got a good memory. Oh, they must.
I got lost.
and they showed you where to go.
Yeah,
but on the cartoon and stuff, the elephant used to be scared of mice. The little bitty mice, and they just grab big old elephant.
now
But
all they do is stomp his ass.
yeah,
But that's just like us jumping in chairs and stuff when we
Oh,
see
the
spiders
bugs.
and
Yeah,
bugs.
you let the chain draw. You, oh shit!
We on the ceiling.
I know y'all seen it on Facebook. It was two black girls, and they had a damn mice, and then they had that broom. That mice was jumping all on man. I don't know what that mice was on, but he was a little bitty thing. And man, he was all in that kitchen, man. Them girls was screaming. They had a broom, man, as they were swinging at the mice. The mice like he was trying to jump all like he was playing with them.
Yeah.
And man, them girls was swinging. They were whooping each other ass with the broom. Girl, get him off me! This girl like
That's crazy.
The mice was jumping around. I seen a mice do a cat like that.
Running from him?
No, the mice
Mice.
was after the cat.
I don't think no cat running from no mouse.
Shit, that cat got the fuck on there.
Look at Tom and Jerry, the cartoon.
Hey, we need to make sure Lady J's all right this morning. 'Cause everything she talked about ain't happened. She talking about Tom
and
Jerry. But you know what? Jerry wasn't scared of Tom.
No,
They didn't like each other at all.
at all.
No, but you remember when he got mad that time his partners and them came, them other cats, they had them hats on. They was
Oh,
like they
yeah.
were Martin. And then the whole time I think Jerry had his cousin, man, they whooped them cats.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally.
What's up, cuz? Lee, he on today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He part of the 18.
The 18? Like,
I grew on him. 18 brothers and sisters.
oh, 18. I thought you
Yeah,
said
that's,
18.
that's like on down.
I thought you were talking about the 18.
Oh, okay.
The show with B.A. Baracus and Hannibal Smith and Murdoch. Y'all used to watch that?
Okay. Hey, y'all, check out what MC Sweet posted. It's the information on the Cash App donation, the radio station, the T-shirt information. Check out what MC Sweets posted, y'all. She got the information a little correct than I had it, so we'll check it out, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Coming to a city near you.
And we gonna do what it do, baby.
We're going to be
Make sure y'all got
moving soon.
Make sure y'all got snacks when we come to y'all city too.
Hey, if we go somewhere like, like some awards or something,
Yeah.
I know we no joke about that.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
we see Steve Harvey and them, man. We can't let them folks run off over.
Run us over.
Yeah, how folks be trying to be all tough and stuff. You got
Man.
Steve Harvey, I get nephew Tommy.
I got
Y'all get
I got to
shit in
record
them,
it when
you
I
know what
first
I'm
started doing this.
We taking
No,
over.
it ain't no competition.
Hey,
What
I
it
got
is,
to.
Like, man, he gonna hit
we
them
all
with
trying to
butt.
make it somewhere.
He gonna
Yeah.
hit us with his
Look.
They
mustache.
already got a
Oh.
huge platform. We trying to make it.
JD.
Yeah.
When I first started, Harrington that was running for mayor,
Learn how to
and the
uplift
news,
everybody.
the dude from the news.
But who gonna be
You know how we all got our phones
Yeah.
and stuff. So we all got our phone all in his face and stuff like that.
We're
And the
fresher
news
with
dude
our
pushed me.
talent.
He pushed you.
Yeah, cause we all trying to get the scoop and stuff. So
Yeah.
he pushed me. And so I pushed his ass back and pointed at his ass. Like, that man, back your ass the fuck up.
Joe Violent.
Hey, if you point at
We
somebody,
talk about
that's
everybody that put him in the closet and beat him up and stuff,
Right.
but he's violent.
All right.
yeah.
That's at that Marine Corps in South
Violent
Memphis
over
in me.
there.
Okay, so there it is. South Memphis.
You mean back from South Memphis, same way.
Same thing about
Every
that.
time we get together, if it's more
It's
than
finna be
four,
something.
we
Yeah.
start checking first.
Yep.
I don't know why we do
I
that.
told y'all, and then next thing they
Look at him and be like,
here
look
they
at
go.
his shoes.
Y'all
He be like-
already 3-0. Y'all might win now. Go and fight again.
Oh, we get right in. Females.
Yeah.
Females jump right in. We start checking. I be like, man,
Everybody.
We be, well, I don't know. I'm not gonna say nothing.
No,
What?
you already said
I
something.
ain't say. I said we be clubbing.
We be coming.
man, she's still in the church supply. She back in the church supply. She already drunk all the juice.
The communion wine.
She moved the church like, I can't get in this damn refrigerator.
Nobody asked you
But
to.
look, when she stood up, she had to lean over because you know how it don't hit you till you
Yeah.
stand up. That's what it was.
I said, what is she doing?
That Morgan David wine.
Hey, they said they should have told us this year was gonna be they should have named it a Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah. That's what it
In the
is.
refrigerator.
That's what it is. Mad Dog
Look, you
2020.
try to sneak in somewhere, but the door call it.
Yeah.
You got to wrestle with it, making all kind of
Oh,
noise.
shit.
Folks like, y'all heard that? You're like, yeah, we heard that.
Hey, question for y'all. Y'all hear what they said about something on the news this morning
About what?
But
What
what?
they say?
about our leader?
They always
Trump.
say something
What
about
they
what he
say?
did now.
He got the coronavirus.
Oh
Are
yeah,
you serious?
I
Yeah,
read that
why?
on.
Hold
Get
on.
out of Dodge, man.
Who
That
is
man
our
had it
leader?
when this stuff first happened.
Who is our leader?
Well, it's supposed to be the president.
I thought you were talking about Farrakhan or somebody.
No.
You talking was that 2-year-old that was on that?
Yeah, he
having
got-
that
he got-
debate?
The orange
Yeah.
2-year-old.
He got
Yeah.
his wife got the coronavirus now.
Him and who?
His wife,
Oh, she wear the mask all the time.
but she got the corona now.
Oh, wow, because she did.
Oh, that's just a front.
They
Now,
probably
that's what
just
Coco
saying
said.
that
That's a front.
Because
They using that because
if
of
they
the election.
did have it,
So they
had
out-
it when it first happened,
Uh-uh.
and they gave it. You remember when he was on there? He was talking. He was all
I
raspy.
know
voice,
where it
and
came
He was
from.
gone for about 2 weeks.
And
he
I
came back.
know
He was
who
talking
did
about
it. Who
You know what?
created the
You
virus.
know what?
Yep.
What Coco said? The reason he got the coronavirus now, he looked so terrible in that debate.
He did.
He got a-
Instead
he
of
got
me
a-
debating again with you on face to face, this is how we're gonna debate this time. We're gonna do the virtual debate. So
Oh,
I can
he
have
gonna
my
have-
person sitting
he'll have
right in
somebody
front of me.
sitting
to-
right there.
People,
He was like,
show me what I need to
Yeah.
say.
Or since I got the corona, then we can't
What is
debate
the
right
next
now.
debate?
It's
Supposed to be coming up. So I think the next debate supposed to actually be the vice president
Yeah,
with
and
the
Kamala
vice
Harris.
Oh,
president.
the vice president. So yeah.
And he don't have it.
Harris, yeah. So they gonna debate next week. And
Right.
then I guess the week after the president's supposed to do it again. I don't know. I forgot how that stuff goes, but if that,
I don't
feel like
believe he
if
got it.
sound
I
like
don't
I
believe.
think he
Right.
probably did get it, and it was in the very beginning because it was one time he was on TV, he was talking. I'm like, man, that man don't say he, and I'm like, he don't sound, he already sound like a fool, but he sounded like something was wrong with him, like he was having some
Something
chest
is wrong
pains,
with
or
him.
his throat was bothering him, or something. Like he had a little rash.
He don't want you to say that because see he already talking calling Biden old and incompetent.
Well, I think he was sick, and then he left.
How is
Then
he
Biden-
incompetent and he can't even answer a simple question?
I know.
Or stand
When
up
you
straight.
talking over
You
everybody.
talking
I know.
about everything else that's nonsense versus answering them people questions.
Question. Yep.
They asked him.
About his tax. You remember they
No,
asked
I
him
ain't see that part.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
tripping about when he talking about the trees. Talking about, yeah, they got trees over there in Brazil, and they're far more ignitable than what we have over here, and they're doing it or something like that. I
He
was like,
said
talking
we
about
need
the
to get some
wildfire.
rakes.
Yeah,
Clean up
We
some of
around
that.
the trees.
It's like, man, this
They like
All
a
those
mass
dry
box.
leaves.
Yeah, it's a mass box. I was
Ain't
like,
that's what they supposed to do?
man, I'm talking about.
In the forest.
I'm like, what that got to do with what's going on?
they should let Joe Biden go outside and like, look, man, y'all got 5 minutes. We're gonna turn our back. Whatever y'all need to do, get this shit out the way now. Because with the next debate, it ain't gonna be nothing.
Man, that
Look,
man
Joe
like,
was Joe
what
was
are
trying to
you
be.
talking about?
This was Joe was
Joe
doing.
Biden gonna spring on.
He was
He
laughing
ain't
at
prepared
him.
this time.
Joe was laughing at him because
He really
every time he would interrupt Joe would start laughing. He was like, "Look at y'all, look at this food, look at him, y'all."
Hey, it was like on Black Panther. He be like, "Is this y'all president?
Yeah,
This what y'all want? Another 4 years of this shit?" That's how Joe was looking like, man.
Dude can't even answer a
Y'all
question.
know y'all don't.
So his party probably the only one planning stuff.
I bet even the supporters probably like, yeah.
Well, you
he's
know
an
they
idiot,
said
but
about he told the white supremacist to stand down.
just stand
Yeah.
by.
Uh-huh.
But it was so here's the thing. Remember when he was like, well, what do you want me to call him? The moderator said white supremacists, racist.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Biden said the Proud Boys. The Proud Boys is an actual organization. So when he said stand down, he was telling the Proud Boys as an organization to stand down. Then he said, but somebody's got to do something about Antifa. Antifa is
To the
same,
left.
Antifa
He kept-
is the same
yeah.
type of group, but it's on this side, on like the Democrat side or whatever.
Yeah.
So you got the left wing and the right wing fighting
He
against
trying
your.
to tell us something.
So basically, he's saying
Trump trying to hide.
he's saying,
all
hey,
this
y'all
stuff.
stand down, but while y'all get through talking, somebody got to do something about them gangsters over there that y'all
Yeah.
got.
Yeah.
Right.
So y'all stand down, because if I tell y'all the green light, because if they cut up, y'all go cut up. And if it ain't going the way we want it, then y'all, whatever plan that they had.
Yeah.
You don't tell somebody to stand down unless there's already a plan in place. Right.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
You know about that. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
like,
and
man,
that's,
we,
and
you know.
that's crazy that we got to see this on national TV.
No
how
tape.
racism is at its forefront,
Right.
standing at the top of the hill, and people's trying to play like, "Oh, this ain't happening. This ain't going down. This is not. This is not." When people say that, they let you know another racist person.
Joe Biden said,
That lets you know another, because if you see what don't happen all this time and it's still going on, like I was talking, me and Coco talk every morning, and I said that's bad that this day and time that, like they were saying, the Chinese got they little money that they got
Right.
when they put them on the railroad. How the hell did we pay the Jewish people for the Holocaust when that shit did not happen over here and we ain't
didn't do
have
it.
shit nothing to
Right.
do with it? How did they get something?
They just didn't want to give
Now,
the black
how
person
do we got
money.
people that y'all
There's
actually brought on
answers
here
to all of
and
that.
just messed
Yep.
off that we can't even still consider as lower than animals?
You know why they paid?
They
the
don't
want
want to give us our money. That's why they gave them folks that.
They paid the
They
Chinese.
They paying
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
else.
It's much deeper than that. Okay, it's much
Okay, well,
deeper
teach
than that.
us something.
When the folks came about it, they had got the 40 acres and a mule. You know how they say 40?
Yeah.
40 see, we say reparations and money. The reparations was 40 acres of land and a mule to work.
Yeah.
They gave them that, and they started taking it back. And they started stealing it back. They start, if I go up here and I kill your whole family, we took this land right back over. You don't need this. You don't know what to do with, even though that's what you've been doing. All your ancestors been doing for the last 500-600 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there was that. The reason why I think that they paid the Jews during the after the Holocaust, their reparations, and we had nothing to do with it, is because after World War II and the Nazi regime fell, the United States went and they got all
their scientists.
They went and took all the scientists, physicists, doctors, and all this shit and brought them over here. It's called Project Paperclip.
Yep.
They brought all the folks over here and said, whatever you was doing for Adolf Hitler, we want you to do the same thing for us. We'll pay you. We'll make sure your family's taken care of and you're safe, and we won't charge you with any war crimes. And that's what they did. That's why when they caught the guy Ivan the Terrible,
Yep.
they caught him in like Los Angeles. He had been living over here ever since right after the war.
Yep.
They thought he was supposed to have been dead, but he
Nope.
didn't die. So like, well, if we think he's still alive. If we catch him,
Man,
he's a
for
war
all we
criminal.
know, they still got all them people that they've
Yeah.
been
Claiming,
they
yeah.
Because they already did all the research, and they're still
Right.
doing the research. Think
They
about
probably
this.
locked their ass
You know
up
what they was
somewhere.
doing in Nazi? They was also using viruses and diseases to make people sick to see what it was going to do to them.
Yeah.
What do you
Exactly.
think this type of stuff is going on now? Is coming from
Man-made.
They
Somebody's
always
in the
tell
laboratory
you.
trying to figure out, well, if I do this,
Yeah.
how is it going to affect you? Boom.
Right.
And then you sit back and watch and take your notes and collect data. That's what they were
Right.
doing with the Project Paperclip. So I believe that they probably like, man, you know what? They did do them folks wrong. They killed a bunch of them. So I tell you what we can do. It's like it's hush money.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, man, you know we did this to y'all. We didn't do it. We knew y'all know that they did this to y'all, and we got them working for us now. So y'all won't feel no type of way. So y'all don't feel bad. So y'all don't come at us with it. Here go y'all some money. Here go y'all reparations. That's
So we
hush
finna
money.
get some hush money or something?
No, we don't get no
Get
hush money 'cause
none.
We
We
don't
ain't
be
getting
quiet.
that.
You know what the mean?
Man, I thought I was getting some
Don't
hush
give
money.
us
As a people, we are not
Yeah.
gonna be quiet. If you find a good chicken place, they be like, look, man, we only open on Saturdays and we only open for 5 hours. So don't tell nobody yet because we trying to build up before we stay up for
Right.
a week. You come on, man, that chicken so good. Hey, y'all let go. And we go back up there like, dude, it's a whole line of people. You know how you say something,
Yeah.
you cook, and you like, don't tell nobody I cook. And then next thing you know,
So no, you got a house full of
everybody
folks.
over here be like, I ain't talked to you in 8 months. Why? I moved since the last
Yeah,
time you
okay.
talked to me.
Okay,
How you know where I
okay.
stayed? So now we ain't gonna get no hush money because we ain't gonna hush.
They won't
We
give us
can't hold
nothing.
nothing. That's the reason why we always get exposed because we always tell everybody everything we finna do. Hey y'all, we finna do a Black Lives Matter rally. We're gonna be at this place right here at this time. And then when the police be there, when you pull up, they be like, man, somebody snitching, somebody out here, somebody's an agent, somebody told us. Y'all got on Facebook and went live and told everybody
Right.
exactly where you want to be,
Yep.
and what time, and what y'all was gonna be wearing, what y'all was gonna be doing.
But you
So
know
don't
they
matter
paid
what
all
the
them
enemy
people
get
from Rosewood. They got money. The family did.
Yeah, they did.
They got.
did.
They had to
Because
pay
that
them.
stuff was-
They
yeah.
burned that little town.
Because they was
up.
trying to skew the numbers, saying it didn't, but a few
Yeah.
people died.
It was a
It wasn't
lot
that
of
many
them
deaths.
died.
Man, they told that whole town.
They burned it up.
and killed everybody. The
Everybody.
people who did get away-
Children.
the people who did get away, it was a handful of people who got away.
Got away.
They tried to make it seem like it was just a handful of people who died. No, a handful of people lived, and the rest of them got killed, and burned up, and hung, and all that. Shot. Yeah, that's how that stuff went down.
That's crazy.
It is.
That's crazy. I mean, just this day and time that we still got this kind of violence. And then you know what? Even for the black person, man, everywhere we go, we treat it this way.
Yeah.
Even in Africa, we still treat it. Once they find out we from somewhere else, we get treated. Even over there, I did a little research the other day. Like, you know how you was like, who the richest people in the world? At least out of the top 10, 5 of them are Nigerian.
Nigeria. I just finna say
At
they
least
got
5
money.
or 6 of them are Nigerian.
You can believe this
Why is
stuff if you want
Nigeria
to.
so poor?
You can believe this stuff if you want to about Nigeria and those other African countries being poor. They got their own Hollywood. Do you hear me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Nigeria. It's called
So-
Hollywood. Them folks making major
So,
Millions.
so major
Yeah.
millions. and you got all those people over there starving, dying, killing. I mean,
That's what they want us to say.
That's what
I
they
mean,
want
like,
us to say,
say,
so we won't try to go over there and see what's up with
I
it.
would go for like, what's that little story, Lawanda, where those young girls, the lynch mob, them boys, you know, they go and recruit the little young boys, make them killers, right?
Hotel Rwanda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they go around making little boys killers.
Yep.
So they go around the village and they catch like women, little girls and stuff like that, man. They raping off the chain.
Yep. They making them
They
be
also,
prostitutes
that
and little
rape,
boys
that
out
rape
there
scene
being.
is off the chain then.
So it's crazy because I think that they don't want. Positivity is not what gets ratings. Negativity does. So if I sit up here and tell you how bad the people of this continent are black, and black people are inferior, and this to the third, you don't need to go over there and find out how rich them folks is. You go over there. You see what happened on us. You talking about movies on Black Panther? The whole Wakanda was what? What did Wakanda look like on the, up in the air? Just looked like a bunch of trees, like
Trees,
a forest.
a farm,
You get down, it's a whole city. They said they put that over there as a cloaking device so we could keep them folks out of our business, so they wouldn't be able to get our
Right.
technology.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, Stan Lee from Marvel Comics, he put that there. He put that in play. He needed people to see that, hey man, look, it's more than what y'all think going on. Just like Malcolm X was Magneto, and Dr. Xavier was Martin Luther King. You see what I'm saying? That's what they were supposed to represent as far as we know in the Marvel world.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if you got this African nation and they still got a monarchy, they got a king and a queen and all that, you fly over, it's just like a bunch of trees. What kind of technology do y'all have? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what makes you think that there ain't something like that going on right now?
Probably
We know
is.
everybody always say, oh, China got all the technology. We don't know.
Well,
The stuff-
China's doing that.
The stuff that they put in cell phones to make cell phones work, that stuff is what they digging up in Africa.
Yeah.
You know how they kept talking about the vibranium? It's
Yeah.
some stuff they digging up in Africa that they use in everything that we deal with.
Oh, yeah.
And it's probably only going to be found in Africa.
Even
So they don't want us to
even
be
in
over
like
there.
China, you go to China, all their pyramids, all that stuff is covered with dirt and grass, cause they don't want up above
Right.
looking
Looking
down.
down.
Right.
And
And seeing for what it
the
really
United
is.
States been trying for years. Can we just go over here and see what y'all got in? No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Cause if they get in there, they gonna want it. They gonna steal it.
Exactly. What's the name of that movie? It's a book, I'm sorry. Stolen Legacy by George G.M. James. He said that the Greeks stood at the gates of Egypt for 500 years trying to get access to come in, to go in and learn under the Egyptians. Meaning, you know how they say, sit at the foot of Egyptians. That meant sit there and let the Egyptians teach them what the Egyptians know. And the Egyptians made them wait for 500 years, and finally they let them on in. So that's where your initiations come from, because they would cut their hair like, well, why can't we come in? Well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this as a sacrifice so you can let me in. That's where they would circumcise themselves with rocks.
Oh,
Just because they wanted this knowledge that bad, because they were like, man, these are some of the most powerful people in the world, and we know it. So whatever they know, we need to know it too. And when they let them in, that's how you have Ptolemy and all them folks. Those Egyptian pharaohs weren't Egyptians. They were the people who came in and fought the Egyptians, because the original Egyptians looked dark.
dark.
Yep, yep, yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
They didn't look like when you see on the Ten Commandments, them folks
Yeah.
was white. But even
Yeah.
if you go over to Egypt now and all those countries now, those people look like Arabs, because those are the people who came in after the people that was there originally.
Yep.
The pyramids originally was lined with gold over the limestone casing. You don't see no gold in the pyramids, because those people, the Arabs, when they went in, they was the grave robbers. That's why they went into Egypt. You see what I'm saying? The Greeks and the Romans, they went up into Egypt because they were trying to get the knowledge. The Arabs went up in there because they were trying to get the gold. You see what I'm saying?
Real talk. Look at it.
Well, Derek says Trump is the last president. Remember, he said that. And he also said it's ordained that we don't get anything. Remember what our curses are.
But curses can be broken.
Man.
You don't have to just generation. You know,
Cursed. We talking about a curse. So cursed by whom? If
good question.
Yeah.
we don't get anything, see, he's saying we don't get anything. Remember, okay, we ain't been. Has anybody in this room been around for the last 3,000-4,000 years?
No.
I'm 37. That's all I got right now. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm not, if me and my people are not supposed to get anything because we were cursed by who and for what? What do we curse for, and who cursed us? Because we need to go do some. We need to go and squash this so we can get, up the hex. If you don't put a curse on my people, we need to apologize for what our ancestors did.
Right.
If we are cursed for something that somebody came before us did. You see what I'm saying? So that means we need to go back and see if we can fix that, so we can get this curse up off of us, so we can stop getting, so we can get the boot up off of us, or the knee up off of us, or the boot up out of us. You dig what I'm saying? If what he's saying is what it is, logic is not that bad of a thing.
Cause they used to say that the Kennedys was cursed.
The family was cursed.
The family was cursed.
And because all of them died in like real bad ways, like accidents and.
They say that about Bruce Lee too.
Yeah.
Where they say that because Bruce Lee was teaching kung fu to the Americans.
That they ain't want him to do it.
If you watch the last Ip Man movie, that was what he was here for. He was trying to figure out what was going on with Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was teaching. When I say the Americans, I'm talking about the white folks. That's literally what it was. Because the Chinese folks was like, "Why are you teaching our secrets to the government?"
Yeah, they can't trust them.
That's like treason because they use martial arts in their army.
Yep.
They didn't use kung fu at the time. Curse for 70 generations. How long does one generation last? And if it's 70 generations, how many more we got to go? And still, who cursed? 70 generations.
Yeah. That's the question, y'all. Who cursed us for 70 years?
If we talk,
and when did it start, and how much longer we got to go?
I'm tired.
Me too.
I'm just trying to find out, a little context.
And who's the people that got cursed?
Right. And why? Why them?
You
Because
know what I'm saying?
if we talk about the Bible, if everybody's genealogy comes from Adam and Eve, then that means we're all relatives by blood.
Yeah,
and
we are.
That means everybody's the same people. Which
same
means
people.
That why did the ones that look a certain way get cursed and not other ones?
Yeah.
If all of us is
Just
from the same
different.
lineage.
People can't stand difference.
Okay,
you
so
different.
that goes back to the fact of who cursed these people. Who put a hex on these people to where 70 generations are gonna have to suffer?
Derek said, "If my people would humble themselves, then I would heal their land." This is the answer to why we don't get anything.
I want to go back to.
Humble. Some people probably is humble.
I still want to know.
I think I am.
Who cursed?
I think I'm humble.
I want to know who. Derek, I want to know who cursed for 70 generations. I guess we talking
Who
about
did
black
the
people.
curse?
Who put a curse on black people for 70 generations? And when did they put that curse on black people? Because like I said, we can start doing some math. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Why do we still believe we cursed when the curse was up 6 months ago? Right?
Yeah.
Let's get a timeline. Let's crunch some numbers. Find out who cursed us. Let's go squash whatever beef it is with them because we didn't do it. Okay. Find out when they did. Okay.
Yeah.
So you said it happened this time. So how much longer do we have to go? Is it already up? Okay, good. So the curse is up, y'all. So we should be starting to get stuff in the mail. We stood,
And
what I'm saying?
then if we did get cursed, why would we curse so we won't have to repeat it again and get cursed again?
Right. Well, yeah. Like, what did we do to get cursed?
Again now.
That's what repentance come in at and being humble.
But how can you repent for something that you didn't do? Remember now, if
Yeah.
we cursed for 70 generations, we wasn't around that long. Typically, you might not even live but 4 generations in your own family. So 70, we wasn't around, so we didn't do anything to have to repent for. So who cursed us?
And
God.
like I said, we see slave. I seen slave up there, but slaves been around since the beginning.
Yeah.
Egypt, everybody had slaves back down in
And
Egypt.
some
back
of us
then.
still get treated like we slaves.
So who are the descendants of Ham, Noah's son? Because Noah cursed.
Derek said God cursed us.
When? That's the question. I knew what he was going. I'm just trying to
and
get
why?
come with it.
Why we get cursed? What
Why
did we do?
did God curse us, and why is it for 70 generations, and when?
Well, we not supposed to mix.
Probably not. I don't think we did. I don't think we were supposed to mix.
Probably
But he did.
Maybe
he,
we weren't supposed
he,
to mix
he
with the
cursed
fallen
back
angels,
then.
and
That's why
what
we
got
end
cursed
up mixing. Cause he changed the language, and everybody was speaking the same language, but he changed it. So
So
that's
when the
when we
fallen
started
angels
getting
came and
separated.
maybe that's our curse for interacting with them.
But no, because
No, I don't
what she
think
was
so.
just saying. Okay, so Noah had 3 sons: Ham, Shem,
Shem.
and Japheth. Ham was supposed to be the one that had dark skin, right?
Noah cursed the descendants of
Yeah.
his son
Okay.
Ham
And
Yeah.
with
He was the
servitude
darkest of all of
remains
them.
a way to explore the climax. I mean, I ain't say climax. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you just said just did.
She said climax.
That's what
She
she
said,
said.
"Cloud."
Drop the mic.
then she
and
fell out.
say, yeah.
Know what that means? She got confused, y'all.
Okay.
Seriously, okay, so that's what we're talking about. If God cursed the descendants of Ham, and that's us,
Right.
and it's for 70 generations, how long ago was that? Because that's in the Old Testament, is it not? So how long is it going to take to get to 70 generations?
Ooh, so okay.
I'm
What
sure
you-
we
what
don't
you got?
pass that.
So okay, we get that he cursed his son, descendants of his son Ham.
Okay.
Okay.
What did Ham do to get cursed?
Right.
Servitude remains a way to explore the complex origins of the concept of race. And the question remains, how and why did people begin to see themselves as racially divided?
Mm.
Derek, the question, okay, because we served other gods. You keep saying we. Is there a mouse in your pocket? Or are you talking about, like, when you say we, who is the we that you're talking about? Because you can't just encompass a whole group of people. You know, that's stereotypical.
Yeah.
Just like you were just saying. Everybody is, some people are being humble.
Humble and
You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
And, well, you know, why the good things,
Ham
I
was-
mean, bad things happen to good people. It's good people that's out here that's suffering.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Ham
Yeah.
came to be
But that's
widely
part of it.
portrayed as black.
Okay.
Blackness, servitude, and the idea of a racial.
Because of his color.
Because you had the stories echoed through the centuries and around the world, variously
What?
imported by Islamic, Christian, and Jewish scholars. So
You
Ham
plug in.
was widely portrayed as
Hey,
black.
everybody doing?
All right.
Good
Morning.
morning.
Yeah, I had to call in because I can't do all that typing and driving.
I told you to call in.
Yeah,
in
I
the
can't
first
answer all them questions. By the time I answer the question, y'all better ask me 20 more questions.
Let's discuss.
Okay, our curse actually was up right before this coronavirus started. That's why the coronavirus came. See, the leaders of the world know our curse was up. We went in slavery when? 1619, right?
Yeah.
Then God proclaimed that we were going to do 400 years. The 400 years was up. 2020.
Yeah.
So
could you
they
give
knew
me a-
they knew
That's a-
they knew they
And
knew
kept us locked
that our
down.
curse. See, once the curse came up, once the curse is up, all of us supposed to go back to God. But what they did was they came out with this coronavirus, and they came out with all these other events to keep you distracted. But at the same time, it also gonna bring you to God because they closed the world down on you. So actually, you don't have nobody else to talk to but God now.
What context did you, when you said that God said that we were supposed to be in for 400
Curse for
years?
400 years,
Yeah, where is that?
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy what?
I don't know it off the top of my head. Just read Deuteronomy. That's where all our curses at.
Yeah, Deuteronomy. Yeah.
The first curse was when we was in Egypt. We was cursed for about 420 some years.
All right,
And then he let us loose.
here's
And
the
then
question.
he talk about the second Egypt. The second Egypt is where we in now.
Here's the question I have: if somebody who looks like us did something that long ago for all of our people to be cursed, okay? Let's go
Yeah.
to some other ethnic groups. Why aren't other ethnic groups who are doing way more heinous crimes, even right now, to the whole world? Why aren't they, or why haven't they been punished? Like, why is it that somebody that did something long time ago, we still getting punished for that because God
Because
said
we
so.
were
So it's why
we were the chosen
Chosen
people.
people. Yeah.
Okay.
The other people worship other gods automatically.
and we were the
We
chosen
was the
people.
chosen. Yeah. Why you
Yeah.
think we was in slavery in every
Yeah.
in every nation that ruled the world? Because we kept going over there worshiping their gods.
Well, that's psychological warfare too. We need to make sure you don't feel nothing about yourself. We need you to make sure everybody who you don't look like, you put them on a pedestal. That was made to make us feel like we were inferior. That was where that's the reason why we saw all those pictures of white Jesus and
All the
everybody
time,
in the
yeah.
Bible was white. But
White.
you know good well if you go over to right now and them folks
No,
living together, they
that ain't the reason why they did that.
Yes, it
the
is,
reason
man.
why they
Yes, it is.
listen, my guy. Listen, my guy.
I'm listening.
The reason why they did that is all part of our punishment. If you read the curses are gonna tell you exactly what we're gonna happen to us, and everything that's in the curses happen exactly to us. We came here on ship. We came here with chains around our necks. We work for the white man. Everything that we work for, we never got. They raped our kids. Your kids were gonna be giving to their kids. Everything that you touch, we're gonna go wrong.
Now, was
So
that-
that's why.
That's
So
the
that's
Old
why.
Testament or New
it is-
Testament though? Is that the Old Testament or New Testament?
That's the Old Testament.
So that's in Deuteronomy,
the
right?
new-
Wait. Hold on. Now let me ask you a question. If you saying that
Okay.
was in the Old Testament, in the Old
Yes, sir.
Testament, didn't the law change anyway? Because in the Old
No.
Testament, there was
No.
a different. So you mean to tell
No.
me in the New Testament, were they
What-
still
what
hold on,
let me ask you
the
this.
question. Let me ask you the question.
Go ahead.
In the
Go
New
ahead.
Testament, were they still sacrificing animals as penance? Were they doing
Yes.
it in the New Testament?
No, because that's what
And the
Jesus
reason why
came
is
for.
because Jesus came. Right?
That's
So
what
if everything
Jesus came for.
Is based off of the Old Testament. If we still living off of what's going on in the Old Testament, what about the New Testament? Because the Old Testament God was a God of vengeance.
What does the New Testament
God was
deal
a more
with?
loving and forgiving God, was he not?
Okay.
What does the New Testament deal with? The New Testament deal with the new covenant. That's why it's the New Testament,
But it
right?
was a new covenant. Why we still being punished off of the old law? Or the
Because you
old-
still
what
got
happened?
God laws ain't changed.
What I'm saying is, if you telling me Deuteronomy is in the Old Testament and everything that
Yes,
we
sir.
Okay.
Ding,
so that
ding,
means,
ding, 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 ding.
so are we supposed
Time
to still turn
out.
the other cheek, or are we supposed to forgive somebody?
Oh, now we need to discuss this. This is
yeah.
more important.
So do we?
This
do
is
we
a
turn,
more
do we
important
turn the
topic
other
than
cheek?
anything.
Do we turn the other cheek, or is it still an eye for an eye? Then, if I mean, I understand
You turn
what
the
you're
other
saying,
cheek.
but if we're cursed in the Old Testament and then Jesus
Yes.
came back in the New Testament, so that
Yes.
none of that stuff would have to be going on, we wouldn't have to be going through those punishments and stuff like that. Then why are we still being punished for what happened in the Old Testament? If Jesus came to die for all our sins, that should that should include what happened
Let me
before we got
answer,
here.
my guy. Let me answer.
All right.
See, Jesus came to do away with the sacrifices. That's what he came for. The sacrifices, what you said, when we sacrifice animals to God.
Right.
God said, see, listen. In the Old Testament, right? You could not go to God on your own.
Right.
You had to go to the priest. And the priest had to go to God.
That's
The whole tribe, like if we all was in a tribe, the whole tribe would tie a rope around the priest. And the priest would go in this sacred room. And if the priest walked out the room, we knew that the priest was holy because he didn't die.
Okay.
If the rope got tight, that means the priest fell dead. We could drag him out of there. That means he had sin on him. So the whole reason Jesus came was so that it will be no more mediators between you, man, and God. Now Jesus is your mediator. He is your lawyer. So now you just go to Jesus, and he the one that go to God for you.
So ain't none of us asked Jesus to forgive us or to bless us, and we still going through the same. I'm talking about as a collective whole, we're still going through the same thing as a collective whole, as black people, because something that happened in Deuteronomy.
Yes, because as a collective whole, we have not came back to God.
So what about
listen,
on a one-on-one level?
Only individuals have came back to God, not a collective whole.
But if you have to have a one-on-one, but if you have to have a one-on-one relationship with God, and you have a one-on-one relationship with God, and you're doing what you're supposed to do, and you're being a good person, and you're being a moral, upstanding person, you're treating people the way that you want them to treat you, even when they treat you like crap. Why are you still going through that on a personal level? Because you got a personal relationship with God. If God can do everything that we say that God can do, why is it that we can't just say, okay, you know what? Let's just get together. And why is it so hard for us to come together so we can get on one accord, so we can get rid of this curse that's been on us before we even knew what the curse is about? Because I'm sure a lot of people don't even know about that, because who reads the Bible?
I read.
I ain't talking about nobody. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about no other religion. I'm talking about if you ask 1,000 Christians, do you read the Bible? How many of them you think gonna say, I read the Bible, I study the Bible?
Yeah.
Not me.
I don't know.
Hey, well, check this out. We're glad you called in, caller. We got another caller calling in. So appreciate the knowledge and what you spit, man. We know you always got something for us, dude.
Appreciate you, brother.
Love you,
All
brother.
right, Jamie.
All right.
All right.
So that's just like one of those topics that it goes so
Yeah.
so deep
It's so much
because there's
Yeah.
so much knowledge and stuff that's lost.
And then people have
And
their
they trying to
own
put-
way
yeah, they
to
trying to put it together
interpret
in
stuff. They can read it, but they put it in the way it's gonna fit them.
And I see what D is saying.
Yeah.
As us as a people, we everywhere but nowhere. We all over this planet, but we the only race that can't live together.
It's sad.
That's the only race. We the only race. You get some Mexican girls, man, they live 50 in the house. They're gonna put it together and they're gonna make it do what it do, baby.
Hey,
see,
Joe.
You put two blacks in the house and we might get to fighting. We
Yeah,
might not pay them
right.
bills like we supposed to. We might not help each other, and we'll bring another nationality into it in the mix of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Miller says, the good will suffer with the bad. Also, God will reign on the unjust as well as the just. And she says that's the only way you have a relationship with God if you read the word.
Now, here's my question, because we going back to
I believe
going
the
back,
spirit
going back to
lives
Noah.
in us.
Yeah, but
So, if you know, a lot of people not gonna read their Bible.
They're not.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
so
Because it's too-
but
it's
if
too
you
hard.
believe in the faith, in God, in your Creator, and who saved you from your sins, then God still will live.
right. But
through
you
you.
Right.
probably have a closer relationship than the person who
Yeah.
can memorize
Right.
it
You're
verbatim.
absolutely
Because
Because
we
don't
know people
nobody
right now
know
can
what
recite
kind of
something,
relationship you have
but they
with
don't
God.
mean they live by it. You see
But
what I'm
even
saying?
even
But
look
you have
at
to
how
be
they
connected with
your
your
own way.
spirit.
Right.
look how they got it wrote down. Even Moses freed all them people from Egypt. Did them fuckers not get out there and start complaining?
Yep.
Yeah, they did.
They did. A lot of them.
They
A,
do.
a lot of them.
Because everybody's not going to know the game plan.
Okay.
Everybody's not going to know the game.
Look how that still now with us.
What was that, 40 years?
40 years.
40 years.
He got to walk their ass around. Know what he was doing? He was letting them old folks down. And
And they were
even-
building their army up.
he was building that arm out. He was letting them old folks. And he got caught up in it too. Because he also aged.
Right.
Yeah.
He also aged with it. You know what I'm saying? Now look at us now. We say Black Lives Matter. Did we not talk to Jody the other day and how much he said homicide is still up?
Black
just
lives
in,
not gonna matter until you stop killing your own brother.
that's what I'm saying.
Your own
That's in
color.
our own city.
Well, because
He-
Over $20. Over.
I want to go back to the
Whatever.
Bible because see, he done got me. I'm gonna be wide open all day today. If we when you think about Moses, what color do you think that man was?
He dark.
He was up.
He lived in Egypt. Okay, so
Right.
so yeah, he was an Egyptian. He was black. All right, so let's go back again. If Noah had a son that was dark, Ham,
Ham.
and he ended up getting cursed, how you got a dark son if you? That means you were dark, and your wife was dark. That means that those other two sons that you got, and all three of their
Well,
wives
us
were
blacks.
probably dark too. Not saying dark skin, but I
Yeah,
mean
but-
black
Us-
people of color.
Us
Yeah.
black queens, we can produce all types of.
But if they
Yeah.
trying to make it
Colors.
seem like the only one that was on the boat
he was just
black,
probably
was
the
Ham,
darkest.
That,
Right.
Everybody else was just probably high yellow.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now here's what I'm asking: why is it that we, as black people, are the descendants of him just because he was dark? All of them was black.
Good
He
point.
might have been darker, but how
Yeah.
is all of us? I'm darker than all three of y'all. So does
Well-
that? I mean, I can see if I'm a descendant of him because he was dark and I'm dark, and y'all not because y'all are the color of the other people. But what I'm saying is, all of them was black.
Yeah.
So we
It's
can't,
still
we
black,
can't, we
yeah.
can't keep this narrative.
Black is
that-
black,
we
no
can't
matter
keep- we
if
can't
you
keep the
high
narrative
yellow or
that-
not.
Yeah.
You black.
We are the descendants of Ham, and Ham was black, and we are being cursed. No, all them folks was black, not just Ham. He ain't the only one that was black in the Bible. Jesus was black.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Hey,
all
well-
them folks was black.
Well, we almost out of time. Also, I got something to let y'all know. Me and HR and everybody talking starting next week. We're going to come 30 minutes early. So the show will start at 8 o'clock on some days. We got panels that got stuff going on. So we already discussed what time-wise, who coming in, what time, and all that stuff. But we're going to move it to 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Because we have so much knowledge, so much that we're trying to
Right.
get out and stuff like that. Well, we start crunching for time, and we don't read the comments because we get into a deep conversation.
Get a little heavy.
Yeah.
And so we're going to move the time up to 8 and see how it does. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go from there, y'all.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move it to 8 just so we can get a little more talking and time in. We know MC Sweets, baby. So she get here when she get here. But she'll be here almost 10, 15 minutes. She'll be here. Everybody else, 8 o'clock.
Heaven and earth will pass away, but his word will always stand.
So if heaven is gonna pass away, where is it going? I don't know. See, this is why I got in trouble. I asked questions. I went to all white school. I said, "What's the black people in the Bible?" And they told me to go outside.
Yeah.
So that's why I get fired.
Okay, y'all.
That,
we thought we would leave real quick.
we thought we would leave.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Caller, are you there?
Are you there?
You had a good connection.
Hello.
Yeah,
Good morning, caller.
Good morning. They hung up.
All right. What's been telemarketer?
They knew that they said that,
We
did.
gonna get them.
Next 15 minutes is gonna be like, hey, look, let's get them.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh,
Anything else before we leave?
they said
These
he talked
y'all
to you
gonna-
later.
We gonna do
later.
more than chat. We gonna do a lot of chat. That's all we do.
Albert,
We always chop it up.
Yeah.
We always chop
Y'all
it up.
gonna go to school.
But that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Because
learning
the
and
reason why
teaching.
there's a lot of stuff that like there's a disconnect between people, period, because they
Right.
don't have. It's like, well, I want to walk on eggs here. I don't want to say nothing. I'm not offended. I hope brother ain't offended.
No.
But at the end of the
No,
day,
it's a teaching
if
process.
what I tell you the other day, if we build the building and everybody in here bring bricks, we ain't finna build nothing.
Because ain't nobody got
But
no
if
more.
I bring bricks and you bring the mortar, you bring
Yeah.
the tools, and you bring the
Yeah.
the snacks, because he gonna need some snacks.
Need some snacks.
You know what I'm saying? We can build something and we can have breaks so we can work a little bit longer. So
Yeah.
we take a break, eat, and then get back to it. Everybody has to bring something different to the table
But you know
so we
what?
can, come together. With it.
Blacks ain't gonna be one until we stop looking at each other as a different
Difference,
and
yeah.
We got so
As a
many barriers
competition.
that separates us.
Yeah, we fight so much amongst ourselves.
And,
Yep.
and we do it with our sisters.
Yeah.
We do it with
Yeah.
our brothers.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
And it's like
All
the
the time.
old
just
versus the
because
young.
you got
and-
this over there, I feel this type of way.
Yeah.
No, you aren't supposed to be feeling no type of
You're
way.
not
It's
supposed to be
literally-
jealous
You're
and
supposed to be like,
envious.
sis,
Mm-hmm.
how can I get on your level? Because I'm trying to get to where you at.
Yeah.
And if I can't get close, I want to get somewhere near. How
And
can
you
we
never
work
know.
together?
They might can help you get there.
But it's like
But
we
some
just
people
had a
be
lot
real
stacked
scared
against us.
to open their mouth.
We had a
Yeah.
lot stacked against us because everything that made us different was what they was using to make sure we didn't get close to each other.
Envy.
If you see a tall man and a white man and a tall white man, they ain't gonna have no problem. But with us, it's like, well, if you tall, you can play ball and this, that, the third.
They
one
think
might
everybody
look at him
tall can play
He
ball.
might be more of a protector or provider because he's tall, he's big. But the little man might be that, and he might not be.
Just let each other be.
Yeah.
And be the backbone for each other. Instead of beating us down for things that we can't even control.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
We can't control half
And
of the
if
stuff.
if
And
it's hurting you to hold on to something, let it go.
let it go. What you holding on something for?
Because that's really what's holding us back too, I think. Because we
Holding
are all
grudges.
still holding on
Yeah.
to something from the past, and we can't let it go because somebody did us wrong or somebody
Half
said
of us
something.
infuriated and don't even know why.
We got family members we ain't talked to in 8, 9, 10 years because something happened. We
Something
gotta-
happened.
Oh, generation curses.
Yep.
Oh, so and
That's
so
a-
said that person
Person,
did this,
yep.
but I
So-and-so
ain't gonna
got
bring my
auntie,
kids
what you call
around
hats
them.
when she passed away, and I'm mad because I wanted them hats. She know I like them hats.
I'm,
and she got
And-
them.
and-
I'm,
it
I'm
shouldn't
this
even
type
be
of
about
person.
the hats.
If old boy didn't do nothing to me and mine, I ain't got nothing to be mad about.
Right.
That's between you and him. I'm not finna go take the rumor and spread it to Joe, spread it to Lady J, then come back to you and be like, well, I'm not gonna go over there
And
and,
then
kick
by
it
the time
with
I
them.
Yeah.
get my own business in the street, it's got five
different
versions. I'm
stories.
like, wait a minute. She didn't put me out the house. I didn't put her out the house.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
moved.
Like, it's so much hatred
Right.
in the black community.
If
So
we
much
all pull
anger.
together, you'll be amazed.
We're not even a community.
now-
what
no
we
more.
can get done.
And I know it'll be a powerful thing, but the bad part about that is every single time we've done that, what happens? Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street.
But I'm just
Rosewood,
saying,
Yeah.
Memphis.
as many gang.
No,
bangers
we not. No, we
have.
can't keep
Gang
saying we
bangers.
got these gangs, and then.
But I
if-
mean, look at it though.
I
Where the
understand.
children go?
Well-
if daddy ain't in the house, they go to cousin Pookie over there.
we can't
cousin
have
Pookie
it
and
but
the
one
crew
way.
bang,
We can't. We
gang
can't.
banging.
We can't call on the gang members when it's time to go to war. Say, well, what are you gang members at when it's time to go to
I'm
war?
tell you how
But
many
then
gang
when they
bangers
doing their
actually go
thing,
to the war.
Okay.
They
But
serving
then-
their papers because they be like, well, we shooting pistols in the neighborhood.
and they're
so guess
condemning
what?
them because that's
Might
the
as
one
well
that's throwing
get
away.
paid doing it.
Yeah.
They're throwing them in the garbage. They're throwing them in the jail away for the rest of their lives for stuff that they're doing. But it's like, well, shit, y'all up here talking about where we at, and now we going to the war, and now y'all look at us like, why they doing it? They need
But
to
a
stop doing
community
it.
is a community. Gangs are not.
No.
We
Okay, if you look
community
at if you look
is a
at a, if you
community.
look at
Gangs
an
are
African
not gangs used to be organizations
If you
that we
look at
could
a-
rely on sometimes.
if you look
not
at an
just
African
to be scared
tribe-
of to be killed.
if you look at an African tribe, you had people who did nothing but fight. That's the warriors, right? Those are your gang members, according to how it's supposed to go. I get what you're saying. It should go like that.
Yeah.
Everybody shouldn't have to go to fight.
Yeah.
It should be
Right.
a separate people
I'm
who
just
fight.
saying,
It
as
should
a
be a separate
kid,
people
being
who.
by myself, walking home by myself, yo, I got picked on.
Yeah.
These gang members didn't know who I was from Timbuktu, but guess what? Hey, leave her alone. We gonna walk you homeless, sis. They ain't know me from Timbuktu.
And that's
But
how
guess
it-
what?
Supposed to be.
But that's how it
That's
was
how
back
it-
then. Yeah.
Right. And I was just
Yeah.
a
The
little
Knights
girl.
did the same thing, Joe.
Yep,
You
yep,
see,
yep.
that's what the Knights was.
Yep.
And what did they carry? Weapons.
And did they not get killed?
Right.
By
You
the
see what I'm
king-
saying?
queen
By the
or king.
same folks who put them in the power.
Yeah, they hired 'em.
They be like, nah, they done got too powerful. You see what I'm saying? The gang problem wasn't no problem until white folks started having a problem with it outside of Los Angeles back in the 80s when in the Crip and Blood War first started. You see what I'm saying?
Well, hey y'all, we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another story for another time.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got deep, y'all. We get deeper and deeper, y'all. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all tune in Monday, man. We're going to start it at 8 o'clock, y'all. We're going to come with the topic. We're going to put the topics out, give everybody a chance to do their research and study and stuff like that. So we're going to start trying to get the little topics out a little early in the week, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
y'all can have something to talk about and know what we're going to talk about the following week. See y'all Monday.
Have a good weekend.
Make it
see
do what
y'all
it do,
next
baby.
time.
Good. Have a great weekend. A great.
great
A great.